Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul, Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler up at Harvard University. Producer Zach is with us. We'll do a light clap here.
With work tomorrow, too. Good job, Zach.
This might be one of the most depressing days in the history of this show.
Not one of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be the.
It might be, this might be the most miserable reaction that we've ever had. I think I've had stronger sources of misery, like the Lions loss and the Rams loss. I was probably more distraught. But if you're going to just say straight up numb and completely heartbroken about the future, I mean, look no further than the three men on the screen right now. And producer Zach behind the camera here as well is also numb to this. The Vikings shut out in Seattle. 4 interceptions. Our backup is somehow worse than JJ McCarthy, who's the second worst quarterback of the century. The Steelers, nowhere to go right now with Rodgers. And I mean, at least you guys are still playoff relevant. You're leading.
I don't know if we eclipsed 100 total yards of offense today.
Yeah, I
mean, we had 90 going to the fourth quarter. I don't know if we even scored 10 yards in the fourth quarter.
And even producer Zach, coming off a win, that was the last thing in the world that Zach wanted to see today. The Dolphins might actually be the best team of the three of us right now.
I mean, who would you most want to be out of the three of us right now? It's like pick your poison.
I have no idea. Ziggy, can you put up a poll? Could you put up a poll? Who would you most want to be?
As you look at the 26-7, Buffalo's kneeling out the clock.
between the Vikings, Steelers, and Dolphins, which team is the brightest future? Oh my gosh, what a sorry bunch of guys we are right now when it comes to our football teams.
No, you want to hear what's really crazy, Paul?
Yes, please.
What's really crazy is I can't put the Chicago Bears as an option because they get 100% of the vote.
Oh, well, Ziggy, the Bears are, we'll get to Ziggy. Ziggy almost has like an apology coming up later as well for the Chicago Bears.
The Bears are good.
I got a call from Ziggy after our Bears-Eagles reaction. He's like, you got to let me talk about Chicago a little bit more on the Sunday React.
I might have been misunderstood by some uncharitable Chicago Bears.
We'll get to that. Let's just start here. I can't believe we even have to talk about this, but
I didn't watch a second of the Vikings.
No, trust me, you didn't miss anything. You honestly didn't miss anything.
I saw like the long pick six. That was it.
The stat, and that's all you needed to see. The Vikings lost 26-0 in Seattle today, and there was, I would call it, cautious optimism about Max Brosmer playing in this game. That maybe, just maybe, right? He could be better than the second worst quarterback of the century.
Surely he won't be worse.
Surely he can't. There's only one person who has been worse. And Brosmer was just horrendous. He finishes 19 for 30, 126 yards, 4 interceptions. I mean, guys, it is so hard watching this Viking offense right now. Ziggy,
Pittsburgh's saying, hold my beer.
I view myself as a just, nice, moral man, right? Like, I think that I carry myself with some dignity and respect toward other people. And I don't know where I went wrong along the way. Like, I watched Gus Frerotte be quarterback of the Vikings. I've seen Ponder, Tavares Jackson, rest in peace. I watched him play quarterback for this team. Joe Webb in playoff games. I've seen Sean Mannion be a statue on Sunday Night Football, embarrassing the franchise. Again, no offense, Sean Mannion. I don't mean to throw strays. In the last 2 weeks of JJ McCarthy and Max Brosmer is the worst offense I've ever seen from this team.
I mean, also to be thrown into the fire in Seattle is also brutal.
Sure. But I mean, it's just like we're throwing more 10-yard overthrows on out routes than completions. Now, you said before the show started, you're like, who was quarterback again today? And I thought you said, were you quarterback today, Paul? I think I might.
Could have been.
Like, this is a kind of stat line that I would put up. I just don't know where to go, Ziggy. I'm like getting mad, and we're 4-8.
No, and like we've seen, there's some people in the comments right now who are saying it's your guys' fault because you're giving these quarterbacks no weapons and a terrible offensive line. We've got 2 of the better tackles in football, Hurts. We've got guards, hurt. Ryan Kelly, our big free agent acquisition, hurt. I know Aaron Jones, he was up and down this game, but we've got Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson had 4 yards this game. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. What are we supposed to do? What more are you supposed to give these guys?
DK's better.
Maybe.
This is the first time.
It's so hard to watch, Paul.
Well, you just reflect back on the offseason and obviously at this point, not keeping Darnold. By the way, the Seahawks with Darnold, this might be harsh right here, but I don't think that they're going to be able to win the Super Bowl with Sam right now. Just when it goes to, I know that they're 9-3. They're a very good team, but the Vikings defense was great today. Like the Viking defense was all over Darnold. They forced turnovers. Dallas Turner had a great day. Darnold, when he's pressured, and you see it against the Rams, you saw it today against the Vikings in many cases. We just have an incompetent offense. When you get to him, he'll make mistakes. I think that'll cost Seattle in the playoffs. I don't mind if they go on a run. I'm rooting for Sam. But
I mean, I am not rooting for Sam to win a Super Bowl, because if we have to deal with this quarterback situation, I have nothing against Sam Darnold. I could not take it if our quarterback leaves Minnesota, escapes the cursed franchise we've got, and immediately wins a Super Bowl.
Here's Minnesota did it to themselves.
Yeah,
like Pittsburgh is
we did.
Like we've been so bad just trying different quarterbacks for the last however many years, and it just doesn't work. But like, how do you get rid of a QB who wins 14 games?
No, I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it shows how bad the last 2 games were, but leave it to us to be, and it is our fault. It's totally our fault.
Yeah,
that we were so spoiled, and we were just so quick to judge Sam on those 2 games that it's obviously it was wrong.
You forgot he won 14.
But he won 14, yeah. And I just don't understand where. We had a reel come out on this. I have no idea where in the span of McCarthy getting hurt in August to them deciding to roll with him in March, where in that time frame Kwesi and O'Connell looked at him and said, like, we're ready to win now. Because that's the decision they made. They said we can win the Super Bowl right now with this guy.
On the Vikings,
we will spend more money than any other team in the NFL in cash because we are convinced JJ McCarthy is a Super Bowl caliber quarterback from year 1.
The Vikings are legitimate contenders to win the Super Bowl if they have Sam Darnold playing quarterback.
Oh, the past 2 weeks in Green Bay and Seattle, the Seattle offense didn't really do much today.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't.
We held the Seahawks to 12 points through half of 4 quarters with 4 turnovers.
And there's only so much you could do as a defense before your heart's out of it. Like, you're forcing turnovers, your bend don't break, and at some point you're going like, holy crap. I mean, guys, listen.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Yeah, I know. Listen to these drives. 5 plays punt, 4 plays punt, 3 plays punt, 4 plays punt, 4 plays interception, 3 plays punt, 5 plays fumble, 5 plays interception, 2 plays interception, 8 plays interception, turnover on downs. I mean, that's
not an offense.
That is actually if we lace it up and win.
I don't know if Pittsburgh is much better. You want to go over their drive chart?
But that's like, seriously, that's like if we went out there. Our drives in the second half were fumble, pick, turnover on downs. That actually might be what the drive chart says if we went out there.
That probably would. Oh, we'd probably have more. Damn it.
What else is there?
Yeah, I don't know.
One more interception instead of turnover on downs?
Probably. That's the only thing.
More injuries? Jack's carted off in the third quarter.
Maybe like a fumble.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and I'll say this to Jack, like, you're right that the Steelers weren't that much better. 6 plays punt, 3 plays punt, 5 plays punt. Hey, nice job, guys. 6 plays touchdown. I remember the announcers during the Viking game saying the Seahawks are playing like this because they have 16 points, and everyone in the building knows the Vikings can't get to 16.
It was 16-0, and Olsen's like, this feels like 40-0. I mean, you have a touchdown. I can't even think of when's the last touchdown we scored.
No,
I don't even remember. I actually don't remember.
Romo said the same thing. It was like 23 or it was 16-7. He's like, it's going to be a hill decline for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You could tell me right now, I know it's not true, but you could tell me right now the last touchdown we scored was against the JJ McCarthy versus the Lions, and I would probably believe you.
I mean, I barely remember what a touchdown looks like. I think it was against the Bears, right? Yeah, it was against the Bears was our last touchdown.
We had one in the Bears game. We had one in the Ravens game.
Oh, yeah, there's just 2 games in a row.
We haven't scored. We can't move the ball. We had 50 yards in a whole game if you take the Packers second half and the Seahawks first half. Like, this, I don't know. I really don't even know what to say.
You actually might be the worst team in the NFL.
And it's crazy because we have a good defense, too. Like, that, our offense might be all-time bad. All-time.
You can make a real argument that the Minnesota Vikings offense we've seen this year is the worst Minnesota Vikings offense this millennium.
I think that Carson Wentz seriously might be like Tom Brady compared to the guy to McCarthy and Brosmer.
I've gained a lot of respect that Carson Wentz was able to win games and be productive.
We were 3-2. We had a winning record, and we were talking about if we can somehow beat Philly, we can be competitive.
Yeah, but you also got mauled by us.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
know.
horrible.
I mean, I'm just like, how many games in a row has it been where we have multiple interceptions, Ziggy, or multiple turnovers? Have we had a game where we haven't turned the football over this year? It's like every drop back, you're like, well, this will end in a pick. Oh, so who's going to fumble this time? Oh, is that another guy down on the ground grabbing his shoulder, writhing in pain? It's just horrible. It's just horrible.
So we lost a combined 52-7 today between Pittsburgh and Minnesota.
And the one guy who wanted to lose
wins.
and you tried really hard.
Well,
You
we
guys
tried hard to lose.
I thought the Dolphins looked like they were trying to blow it.
I mean, we might have let the only onside kick all year happen.
Yeah, but that was bullshit, though. That
I
onside
don't
kick
care.
call.
I wanted it to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know what sucks, Paul. You want to know what sucks? I put up that poll, like you said, who would you most want to be? Pittsburgh, Miami, Minnesota. 14% of the people in this chat vote the Minnesota Vikings.
I mean, probably who is it? Miami?
If you ask this question preseason, whose future is the brightest? Pittsburgh, Miami, Minnesota. It's what, 100% Minnesota? 99% because there's a salty Packers fan?
I don't even know how Pittsburgh could possibly, like, I don't know how you could vote for any of them. You have to put abstain. So
well, that's why they're voting for us, because look at our competition. It's you guys. So
I know, but I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, you guys as well. Like, I guess at the very least right now, you guys are going into a game next week for the lead in the division.
That's just
how are you a playoff?
Mind-boggling.
It's
mind-boggling. We're not going to win that game.
We were on the in the hunt graphic, and I actually almost like threw up. I couldn't believe that they put us on the graphic for in the hunt as we were down 20-0 in the fourth quarter with 50 yards of offense.
We're back in the hunt now too.
You are in the hunt though. I mean, are you leading the division still?
Not
they have the
Baltimore.
tiebreaker, right?
Tiebreaker, but
Across the board, it is. Forget about the defense, right? Forget about the Viking defense. The Viking offense right now, it's no one wants to be there. I'm actually worried for the first time. I'm worried that Jefferson's just going to look at this situation in the offseason and go, why the hell would I want to stay here? It's freezing cold. No one can even throw the ball to near my body, let alone on my hands. Like, this is, why would I stay here? Yeah, I'm in the prime of my career. Zach, didn't you text us in the chat? You're like, man, the Vikings are just wasting Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. Didn't JSN and Jefferson at the half combined have like 0 yards?
Like, JSN had 2 catches for 23 yards. Like
for the whole game.
The defense played well. The defense guys, if you haven't watched it, we were down 3-0 in the second quarter, and Dallas Turner comes up the middle, forces a fumble.
You carry it for like 5 minutes, go to the bathroom.
You go for it. Jalen Redmond recovers the fumble. All right. Jalen Redmond recovers the fumble, and it's 4th and 3. Yeah, here come producer Zach. Get behind the camera. It's been a while since we've seen you here. If you haven't seen the 4th and 1 play from the 4-yard line that the Vikings had, down 3-0, where Brosmer gets what are you looking for?
You know Jack's headphones haven't been on this entire time.
Can you hear Ziggy?
Ziggy, talk.
I'm sorry. I'm watching this Kevin O'Connell press conference, and the guy's coming out here. You know what Kevin O'Connell just said?
What?
He said, "We no longer know what winning football looks like."
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, this man is completely defeated. And who can blame him? Over the past 2 weeks, we haven't seen something that looks like it could win at the high school level. Like, it's just nothing. And I know it makes me understand why Kevin O'Connell comes out and says, like, the defense isn't right, the special teams isn't right, the offense isn't right. Like, nothing looks right for this Minnesota team.
Yeah, if you want to just to encapsulate the entire season, go watch the 4th and 1 play where Brosmer gets pressured to his right, and as he's getting pulled down by his left arm, hucks it underhanded straight into a Seattle defender who picks it off and returns it for a touchdown. It was like that Villanova play where the quarterback like flips and throws the football up in the air and they miraculously caught it in the back of the end zone. We did that. Yeah, we had the cover. That was a great call by you. We did that, but the way it normally happens where it gets picked off and returned, that ended the game. 10-0 was equivalent to 100-0.
And this just affects, 3-0 was equivalent to 100-0 the way this offense is playing. And when you've got a quarterback playing like this, it just hurts everything, right? Aaron Jones gets 6 carries for 3 yards because you can't run the football when your quarterback play is like this and your receiving play is like this.
It's just...
Now, we do have a question, though. Is Optimism Paul still out there?
No.
Is Optimism Paul still out there?
He's long gone. Optimistic Paul died in a fiery crash in Lambeau. Like that. I don't even, maybe before that. he's been long gone. Optimistic Paul's been buried. The funeral is held. Ziggy gave a beautiful eulogy. Yeah, Viking funeral.
We sent you off.
Yeah, we sent me off. You shot. That's the arrow, right?
Did Ziggy shoot the arrow?
I think you would be the one to shoot the arrow. You'd have the accuracy. Right. Like he's gone. This is just. It's not even angry. It's just sad. It's just sad, Paul. It's so disappointing.
There's a lot of disappointment on this show.
Yeah, we gotta. If I'll tell you right now, guys. I will tell you right now. If Notre Dame gets bounced from the college football playoff, I am going to throw a hissy fit on a live reaction. And I understand like that's not a good look for me. The people I know watch, like our friends watch these shows. If Notre Dame is out of the playoff with the way this NFL season is going, given that we are a football show, I will come on here and throw one of the largest tantrums you've ever seen.
We had one.
A grown man throw over football.
We had one. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
Which one?
I don't know. He threw a tantrum the other week, or you had a long monologue. Whatever it was, it was very long.
Well, we've been going. I've been going through it here. And it's. I'm just saying, if that happens, I'm going to be broken as a football guy.
So, Paul, I just put a question to the poll and to our chat, and I'm curious what you think. What's the worst personnel decision in NFL history? Was it the Herschel Walker trade? Was it JJ McCarthy over Savior Sam Darnold? Or was it literally any other decision you can think of? Because the Vikings might have the two worst personnel decisions in the history of the National Football League.
The worst personnel decisions of all time? I mean, you could look at some coaching decisions, right? With Belichick and the Jets and stuff like that. But
I mean, look at the Dolphins.
I'm talking players here. I'm talking football players, whether you trade for them, cut them, add them, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could look at some draft day decisions but yeah, as far as roster moves, the Vikings giving the Cowboys a three-peat sucked. And yeah, I mean, this Darnold in recent memory, right? At least in terms of recent memory, the Vikings took themselves from a 14-3 Super Bowl contender to arguably the worst position in football in one offseason.
Single move.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings, I think, absolutely have to have the worst move. And it's so upsetting because at the time I was with them, Ziggy. We were excited for JJ McCarthy, and
I mean we trusted that they would evaluate him properly, and if they were making this decision, I think what we said was we're not sure we agree with it, but we trust our guys to evaluate quarterbacks because that's what they've done so well up until now.
Yeah, I can't believe it's come to this. Like there were worlds where this didn't work out, but the worlds where it didn't work out to me were, maybe we're like 8-9 or 7-10, and McCarthy has ups and downs. This is truly worse than imaginable.
You think he's like Tua? You think he has too many concussions? How many concussions has he got?
No, I think he's fine. I think he just can't throw the football.
So he's Tua.
He just can't throw the football. I'd love Tua. This offseason, I would love to go get Tua. I'd go get Kyler, go get Mac Jones. Like we need to bring somebody else in to at least have a competition with JJ.
We're trending towards having a top 10 pick in the draft. Do you think about taking a quarterback there?
Yes. You 100%.
If there's someone you've fallen, well, Ziggy, I don't know anymore.
But this is what I mean. How crazy is it that after 6 games of JJ McCarthy, we can't say no to that?
No, we can.
Like, well, if we see someone and they look really good and we're sort of but we're right here.
If you're the Vikings this offseason, obviously JJ finishes out the season. Brosmer, unfortunately, had he played well today, I think you actually let Brosmer continue to ride it out until he plays horrible.
Which is nuts.
Which is nuts that that's even the case. After today, clearly JJ, I think Olsen said, you have to analyze this as a Vikings coach and say, would JJ McCarthy have fared better? And you have to imagine. Now, I wouldn't rule anything out with the way we looked.
I can't imagine a performance this bad. That's what's so ridiculous as you look at a passer rating. Do you know what Brosmer's passer rating was this game? 32.
Yeah, I mean, let's clap up for Zach for stepping in there. That was really well executed by Zach.
Can you hear better now? Can you hear better now?
This is way too loud for me.
Yeah, now
Jack might be hard of hearing, is what we're learning.
I mean,
or Zach has exceptional hearing.
See, that's a little better.
He wasn't plugged in all the way.
I could still hear perfectly. That was very loud. I wouldn't use the bathroom for at least another hour, by the way.
Yeah, people were saying, where's Jack? Is he throwing up? And
No,
I guess. Well, all right. We don't.
the other
we
end.
don't even get into it.
I'll be honest. I wanted
other
to
end.
throw up after watching that game.
Speaking of crap, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, here's my point. Is like Brosmer had a passer rating of 32, and you're like, surely JJ McCarthy wouldn't do worse. And I guess he wouldn't because his lowest pass ratings of the year are 34 and 37 and 47 and 54.
Oh, Ziggy, worlds exist where JJ came out through like 5
JJ
interceptions.
McCarthy could have played a worse game than this today.
Especially with the backups. But long story short here on the Vikings is they've completely destroyed their organization. And this offseason, you let JJ finish the year and you hope to God that he can't get worse. Like you keep thinking it can't get worse and it keeps getting worse. Assuming it can't get worse than this, you let JJ finish and then you go make a move and try and bring in Mac Jones. You try and bring in Kyler Murray, I think. You try and bring in, if Tua's available, I'd even bring in Tua. And I know, look, I don't know how the money's going to work in the trade assets, whatever. I'm just throwing people out there. I actually think you can be competitive pretty quickly if one of those guys can. What? What's so
Someone
funny?
said Jack
We
dropped
just
a
got two
Brosmer.
hilarious comments in our chat.
Yeah, Jack
One
dropped
is
a
from
Brosmer.
Richard Harris.
Amazing.
Jack just dropped a Brosmer.
Oh, come on.
And then the second is this is what I love about having fans of different divisions.
Brosmer
or different
smells
fans
worse,
of
actually.
division. Like sports mannerisms come and just says, "How are the Green Bay Nutsacks doing?"
Yeah, I mean, that's how it feels.
It's like,
right
where's that even coming from? What does that mean?
No, this is like this week was about as bad as it possibly could get. The Packers come out and look like the best team in the world, or look like a great team. The Bears come in and beat the Eagles in Philly, and then
Great win for the Bears.
everything that could go wrong for Notre Dame, other than lose, we beat Stanford, but everything else went poorly.
Didn't even cover.
And then the Vikings just look like.
I got
I
a
don't know.
question for you guys though.
I don't even know.
Does JJ's injury history
Oh, that's
annoy
even
you at
worse.
all?
It doesn't annoy me,
I feel
Zach.
or not annoy you, but I feel like we don't bring it up enough. Like he isn't.
No, I don't care about his injury history because he's so bad.
Oh,
that
I
when
do.
He's injured. I say, thank goodness someone else is
No.
playing.
But-
I don't do that. But
But
He also-
has he played half the
Not
season?
that I wanted to be injured, but it's just like I have
Ziggy,
no interest.
we
in him
we
playing for
have
us.
not only the second worst quarterback of the century playing right now, but he's also injury prone, so he can't even work it out. Like it is
He's not going to.
everything that could go wrong has gone worse.
He also has a history. There's a history, not just injuries, but not passing the football. And you drafted a quarterback and replaced a 14-win quarterback with that guy.
I know, Jack.
I
know.
That's
I know.
you're
I know. I know.
You're complaining. But this is done. No one else did this. This was the Vikings doing.
But Jack, you don't understand. That's what makes it worse is that we did it to ourselves. The Minnesota Vikings, there's teams where things are just always cursed against them. But then there's teams like the Minnesota Vikings where things go wrong and it's because we do it to ourselves. It's not some ridiculous Hail Mary. It's not some guy. I mean, sometimes
Well, it is. I mean, it is. We invented the Hail Mary, Ziggy. The Hail Mary was invented against us.
But usually what it is it's the
Literally
Minnesota
invented
Vikings
against
missing
us.
a field goal.
Oh, that
Usually
was
it's the
in
Minnesota
college.
Vikings making the worst personnel decision. Like things that don't have to happen to us, we do to ourselves. So our natural bad luck is compounded.
I love that your first example was literally the play that was invented against us. It was the Roger Staubach to Drew Pearson.
I thought that was in,
Yeah,
it
and
was
what's
in
crazy is,
college.
does that even list in the top 10 Minnesota Vikings miseries?
Yes, it
There's
should
so
be.
many other worse ones.
It should be.
Can we be sellouts real quick?
What?
We're 10 away from 28,000.
Oh,
So-
great job producing. All right, yeah.
How about maybe during the live?
If you're enjoying the show,
Perhaps.
if you're enjoying the show, you're psycho and enjoy other humans' misery. But if you're enjoying the show, 10 away, and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and help us get to 28,000. You can be part of the first 28,000 ever subscribe to the show. I mean, in hindsight, we could look back on that, and that's hopefully one of the first listeners.
Yeah, text your friends, text your parents.
Text your friends, text your parents,
text your cousins.
text your love interests.
Yeah.
you tell your love interests to tune in.
If you're down in Alabama, your love interest
All right, carefully. But yeah, I guess at this point it's just utter misery, and
This is way too long on the 4-8 Vikings who scored 0
Yeah,
points.
so let's flip over. If you want to talk, we can talk more Vikings misery without talking about the Minnesota Vikings. The Chicago Bears. They moved over to their new head coach. They moved over to their second-year quarterback. They moved over a defense looking to rise and good skill position players. And now they're the 1 seed in the NFC. And I have to say, it's tough as a Vikings fan to watch this because it feels like what Chicago has just should be ours and should be us. But the Chicago Bears, if you're sitting back, this weekend was unbelievable for you.
You saw the play.
Not only did you win a game in Philadelphia, and whatever else you want to say about that game, it was a win over a good team. They played good football. The Los Angeles Rams, who looked like the unbeatable juggernaut of the NFC, just lost to the Carolina Panthers.
The Panthers might be amazing.
The Panthers are the most. I don't know what this. They only can play.
Look at that Vikings.
They're like those Auburn teams with Gus Malzahn. Like they're terrible, and then they're facing a really good team, and they just win.
Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn. He was pretty good.
I was sitting upstairs.
If you're Chicago at this point, the NFC feels open. There are no elite teams in the NFL left. Like, you have to be feeling pretty good.
Oh, we were saying about the Bears for weeks is like, hey, you're playing an easy schedule and you're barely winning and this is a fluke, and then you just go and beat Philadelphia. Like, is Caleb Williams
every team is bad.
Is Caleb Williams good?
I like Caleb. Well, here, okay, a couple things on the Bears, right? So the Bears actually are the 1 seed right now, which is my mom said to me earlier. My mom's like battling the flu right now. Like she really doesn't feel well, and my mom saw something on her phone and went, the Bears are the number 1 seed in the. And my mom doesn't really know football. She's like, the Bears are the 1 seed in the NFSC.
Weston Dell.
And I went like, yeah, they are. And she went, weren't they like horrible last year? And that's bad for you, right? And I just went, yeah, Mom, it's really bad. Like, I don't know how. And the NFC is so wide open that the Bears. We've said this all year though, right? About the Bears and the Patriots, who are the 1 seed in the AFC. Everyone's losing all these close games, but the Bears and the Patriots are the 2 teams, really, or 2 of the teams that have just handled all the crappy teams for better or for worse.
On the way to the bathroom goes Zach.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Good luck.
But for better or worse, the Bears have found ways to win all these games, and the Patriots have found ways to win all these games. And if you could set yourself up for a position to have the playoffs go through New England or Chicago, whether or not we all think that the Bears are actually the best team in the NFC, you're having those games at home, and you've shown clearly that you can win them. So at some point, without any team really establishing themselves as a juggernaut, like the Bears at this point in time are actually a Super Bowl contender.
And we're sitting here at week 13.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's not like it's week 5 or 6 and the Bears are sitting here at 4-2 and it's cute.
No, they're leading the NFC.
Like this, the number 1 seed in the conference,
who just beat Philly on the road.
Yeah, late into this. Like this is the real deal now. You know, guys like Weston Dell should be amped.
And this is why, like,
you owe
I
an
was
apology,
unfair to
Ziggy.
I was unfair to the Bears a few shows ago because I sat back and thought, look, this Bears team is not particularly good. They've got worries at quarterback. Their defense is getting healthier, which is good, but I have worries about the offense. Like, I still do. But there is no elite team this year where you look at them and say they're an unbeatable juggernaut. Again, I would have said it was the Rams, but the Rams have had some baffling losses this year too. So if you're Chicago and you're looking to be opportunistic, this isn't one of the best NFL teams this year. It's not one of the best NFL teams the past 5 years or whatever, but they can win games, and apparently that's good enough this year.
All right, so you just said what I said. You said exactly what I said on the Bears show. Do you want to walk back any of your comments? Oh, okay, so you're with me. You're with me.
I sat back, I reflect, I listened back to the show. I thought this Paul fellow was making some good points. I wanted to be responsive to evidence. And look, I'm still going to stand by. I think there's real problems for this Bears team.
And that's okay.
Are they for real? Maybe, maybe not, but it doesn't matter because no one's for real.
You know what? It's such a shame. I do it. Like, it is nuts how the whole entire NFL sucks.
Yeah, there's not one good team.
No, there's not. But the fact that, like, Caleb Williams and Bryce Young this year have really, like, slapped me in the face.
I think they watched the show like last offseason. They probably like came across and like, who's this Jack guy? Oh.
Like, did they watch this? Like, Bryce Young looks good. Caleb's the number 1 seed in the NFC. Like, I mean, this is.
Did you guys see that the
Shador's terrible?
There was like a hot dog stand or something in Chicago that said if Ben Johnson takes off his shirt in post game at any point this year, the whole city gets free hot dogs. And after they beat Philly, Johnson ripped off his shirt, and the whole team went crazy. And it's free hot dogs.
How can you hate this Bears team? They're having so much fun.
I just can't believe
that's kind of what you need. That's just, you know, they're spirited.
I just cannot believe that the Bears are ripping off their shirts, having free hot dogs in Chicago, and we have the second worst quarterback of the century.
Sitting at 9-3.
Yeah, it's like I can't believe that this is, and I'm not even jaded towards the Bears. Like, how can you feel bad for? How can you be angry at the Bears? They suck all the time, and now it's like they're awesome. They have a bright future, and I'm just sitting here like, you know, I'm the sucker over here paying $8 for a hot dog in Yankee Stadium. They're eating free dogs in Chicago.
It's like $12 Yankee Stadium.
Probably 15.
I think it's more than 8.
It's insanity. Yeah, someone says hot dog costs 21 cents. And maybe that was at it. I don't know.
Well,
But
I'll tell you what, we just hit 28,000. So thank you to every single person who subscribed to get us here.
And Ziggy, I also think that was admirable of you to step up and admit that you were being a little too harsh on Chicago.
Yeah, look, I've had some long-standing resentment towards overreactive power rankings. This comes out very clearly on the show. I let that get in the way of the fact that Chicago just had their biggest win of the season and is continuing to prove doubters like me wrong.
And will the Bears make their PFS debut? They got to, right?
Oh, they have to.
Like,
This has to be the week.
They will.
I mean, we could get the Emerson and Westendell family power rankings up this week.
Like, this will be. I feel safe enough to say that this will be the week where the Bears debut in the PFS power rankings.
How high is the question?
How high is the question?
I don't think they'll be in my top 10, but like,
well, you hate
maybe
them.
they will.
I mean, you hate them.
I think they've got to be. They've got to be in mine. I think
they have to be in the power.
The current top seed.
They ran for 300 yards on Philly.
Yeah,
like that's not. They were showing, the little ticker at the bottom of the screen when it shows the fantasy scores. Like Monungai ran for 130 and Swift ran for 125.
They also beat Mason Rudolph the week before,
seemingly unbeatable.
Who I thought, yeah.
I just can't believe we're sitting in this situation here where they're showing a graphic on Sunday night kickoff and it's Caleb Williams and Matthew Stafford battling for the 1 seed. Like the Bears were 0-2 and we had a walk-off touchdown. We had the walk-off win on them basically. The Lions kicked their ass and somehow they're 9-3. But you know what also just sucks? Like, I mean, just to keep it rolling with how miserable this all is, the Bears this week go to Green Bay. And now Green Bay's back in the 1 seed conversation.
Green Bay will beat them too.
Oh, Green Bay, like if you're a Packer fan sitting back here, this weekend was perfect. Other than the Bears, I mean, I actually think the Bears winning helped you.
You desperately wanted the Bears to win this game because you say we've got 2 against them. We can beat them. The Eagles are now out of it. The Rams just lost.
Yeah, I mean,
1 seed's ours.
If the Packers beat Chicago this week or next week, are they the current 1 seed in the NFC?
They'll be a half a game behind the Rams.
Okay.
But the Rams, let me just see. The Rams.
The Packers will beat the Bears next week.
The Rams next 3 weeks are at Arizona, hosting the Lions, and at Seattle.
If the Packers host a playoff game, we got to go.
I mean, we might go to that, but
I would love to go to that.
Like the Packers are hosting Chicago, at Denver, at Chicago. I mean, there's a real world now. If it couldn't get worse enough, it's like the Bears are either going to be the 1 seed right now, or the Packers are going to have a path to the 1 seed. It's unfathomable that this is happening.
It was funny. We were sitting in Lambeau Field last weekend, and it was a little bit overcast, but some blue skies perking through. And Ziggy's like, "You see this? This is the dullest it ever gets in Green Bay, and there's still some blue sky."
No, the Packers can legitimately within 7 days, right? Within 7 days from the time we walked into Green Bay, and within 8 days, everything that could possibly go right for the Packers went right. Like, I don't know if that's a me problem and
bright and sunny,
but
bright and sunny.
We walked in there, and since then they kicked our ass. They beat the Lions. The Bears beat the Eagles, dropping the Eagles out from being above them in the 1 seed race, and then the Rams lose to the Panthers.
Do you want to know?
It's just unreal.
Do you want to know what caused all this? I have both the Eagles against the Bears and the Lions against the Packers. So I bet both those teams, and that's why the other team won.
Right now,
the Packer fans can thank me.
Right now, if you guys had to pick, who do you think wins the NFC?
The Packers.
No, not who's the 1 seed. Who wins the NFC?
Sorry, no. Who's the 1 seed? That's what I meant. The regular. Who's going to be the 1 seed?
The Packers. I think home field goes through Lambeau Field.
Ziggy?
I'm still going to take the Rams.
I think
the Rams have a relatively light schedule compared to the Bears and the Packers. I think those teams are going to split, and LA is just going to waltz right through. But it's really between the Packers, Rams, Bears, and Seahawks, right? Those are the 4 teams.
Yeah, unless it's San Francisco.
I feel like I'd take the Seahawks over Philly at this point, right?
I mean, San Fran is now they're all in the mix. San Fran's right there too at 9-4, and Philly is still there at 8-4. Like it's wide open. In this, like this year, it's wide open, and we're looking at teams like 12 or 13-4 might wind up winning the 1 seed. Last year, we're 14-3. We're a wild card team.
How many subs do you think this show adds the 2 weeks leading up to the Packers-Steelers Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, we're live in San Francisco from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like that Rodgers in San Fran against the Packers that's going to be a crazy, crazy week.
Well,
Half of that might happen.
I actually felt bad for you guys today, Jack. When like you're texting, Jack is very optimistic. Like I'm optimistic, but truly in my heart of hearts, I'm pessimistic.
Jack was ready to go.
But it's
Jack
hard not to be. It's like you're still in first place in the division. You go up 7-0. Like there's some pulse. Your defense is playing well. You force 2 turnovers early. It's like okay.
And Zach texts in the chat when you guys had forced a turnover and you take the lead. It's like, okay, the defense is playing so well right now. This is going to be an ugly game. Josh doesn't seem like he has it. And then all of a sudden, second half rolls around and you guys get blasted.
I believe the Bills set a rushing record for a game for the amount of yards rushed for in Pittsburgh.
They ended the day with 51 carries for 249 yards.
I think that was a rushing record.
Yeah, James Cook
if
was
I'm not
great.
mistaken.
James Cook was awesome.
I've also, watching this game, I have come around. Like, I do think that coaching actually might matter a little bit now. Because...
yeah, okay, you're here? They were chanting fire Tomlin.
Yeah, well, because it just doesn't make sense how... Like, the play calling is the worst I have ever seen.
You guys had that
like,
4th and 2.
Ever seen. It's 3rd and 10, you do a draw, you get stopped. The whole stadium's booing. It's 4th and a long 2, you do a draw and just get stuffed. The play calling is like the amount of pitches we run behind the line of scrimmage just gets blown up and it's 2nd and 14 for the last 10 years. It's just unfathomable.
10 years.
And like Rodgers has an arm still. He can throw and we just don't let him throw. It's this horrendous play calling. And on the defensive side of the ball, Buffalo's running the same play. It's an outside handoff to James Cook.
And he's cutting
every
back,
single time. And they gain at least 6 yards every single time. Romo was laughing. He's like, there it is, Jim. It's the same thing every time. Pittsburgh can't stop it. Here it is, same thing. And it was. It's like Josh Allen wasn't some like magical wonder kid today. They just ran the ball all over us with one play. And you're watching the game, it's like on both sides of the ball. Like it has to be coaching. When we're getting blown out by 20 points on our home field, like by Green Bay, by Buffalo, it's just horrendous.
I mean, unless if like Tomlin met McDermott like before the game, was like, wouldn't it be funny if you ran the same play the whole time and it worked, and I ran the same play every time and it didn't work?
I mean, also
see
like,
how mad we could get these fans.
Like Rodgers, I don't know how good he is anymore. He's old and he's hurt.
He's clearly declining from the start of the year.
But like we don't let him throw. We don't have pass plays. Every play we run is behind the line of scrimmage. It's like it is insane watching this team play football.
Have Arthur Smith. That was exactly the same thing that was run in Atlanta. What was the difference that was going to make with him coming over?
I was hoping Aaron Rodgers.
But
I guess
Aaron
not.
Rodgers runs his own offense. He's sort of like Peyton Manning.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
You know, I felt bad for you guys, Jack, and this is no shade at Darnell Washington and Kenneth Gainwell.
Washington's the best receiver on the team.
No, who are both, I think they are both like weapons that can be utilized, but Tony Romo's there going like, see, this is what it's going to have to be the rest of the year. And I was like, that can't be. Like, if Darnell Washington and Gainwell are going to be like those guys on the offense, it's just not a very talented offense.
It was a sad day in Titletown today. I'll say that. It's a sad day in Titletown. I mean, the defensive side of the ball, too, is what bothers me as well. Because it's the highest paid defense in the league. And they don't...
And the second half drives for you guys were 8 plays, touchdown drive, 15 plays, 83 yards, touchdown, and 14 plays, 72 yards, 9 minutes, field goal. Like, you can't get off the field.
Buffalo was getting 4th downs. Like, I mean, it was just horrible.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, this team, Pittsburgh, they stink.
Well, guys, I actually was... There's a world right now where the best team in the AFC, or the most dangerous team in the AFC, are the 12th seeded Bengals. like that is possible. I get that their defense sucks and everyone, but it's playing better.
I think they also stink.
You think they stink, but with Burrow back, if the defense is
everyone
just
else
average,
stinks too. The Colts are bad.
The best team in the AFC
are bad. The Chiefs are bad. The Bills are bad.
The best team is the Patriots. They're the best team. The Patriots. Drake May's good. That's the best team in the AFC.
Just step back and listen to the absurdity of that compared to our preseason expectations. The New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears are the 1 seeds and have a real chance to go on a run. And Paul, I do have to say, I put out a poll. I'm curious what you think about this, about who you'd rather have as a quarterback, prime JJ McCarthy or prime Brett Hundley.
Stop it.
Brett Hundley overwhelmingly won, and I think the Packers fans are right.
Yeah, I actually, I say stop it, but I actually say stop it because I don't want to think about that.
I think I'd actually take Brett Hundley too.
Well, I mean, JJ's the second worst of the century right now. Like it's almost like we could have a shirt come out right now, the second worst of the century.
I was watching today. It was like 23-7, and Rodgers comes limping out of the field with a Band-Aid over his nose and like holding his ribs. I'm like, this is just so bad. It was
horrible.
It was just horrible.
No, and you see his hand, and like he just it was. I felt bad for you. I felt bad for you, and we were getting trounced with 4 interceptions, and it's just a horrendous day on this show. But, okay, wait. So right now as it stands, guys, with all the chaos going on, I know we just said who we think will be the 1 seed and everything, but what would your guy? What's the Super Bowl prediction right now? What's the current Super Bowl prediction? Because I just have no idea. Like here's the standings for everyone listening, and drop in your prediction. The NFC, the 1 seed Bears would get the bye. 2 are the Rams, 3 Eagles, 4 Bucks. Those are your division leaders. 5 seed Seahawks, 6 Packers, 7 49ers. In the AFC, you got the 1 seeded Pats, Denver, Jacksonville, and the Ravens, 2 through 4 in the division leaders. Chargers, Colts, Bills are your wild card teams.
For me, it's probably Bills, Packers, I guess.
I mean, I just had the Packers as the 1 seed, so I'll put the Packers. I'm gonna go Packers, Patriots.
God, I think I'd still go Rams, and I'd have the Rams playing. Oh my God! Like,
who even knows which of these AFC South teams are gonna make it?
You know, I'm going Packers, Jags.
This is insanity in the AFC. I actually don't even know who to go with.
Can we? Michael Merrill asks this. Can we just stop and take a second and look at the AFC South? It looks like okay. The Colts are like 8-1. They've got the 1 seed wrapped up. It's easy money. They rattle off. They lose 3 of their last 4. They're 8-4 now. The Jaguars are ahead of them at 8-4. The Texans are 7-5 after what we thought was a putrid start. What is going on in this division? Like, who's even the good team here? Is there any good team?
I feel like the Jags might be good.
I don't know. The Texans' defense is all of a sudden unstoppable.
Really
yeah,
good.
the Texans, but their offense, I don't.
Isn't clicking.
But they'll be back. I think. I would pick the Texans right
They're
now.
5-0 in division games.
Yeah, no, and the defense is just unreal.
I'm going Packers, Jags in the Super Bowl.
You can't even laugh.
I can't even laugh.
Jags pick from the AFC because that wouldn't be the craziest thing we've seen.
No, I can laugh. But the Jags make the Super Bowl. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna cry if the Jaguars win the Super Bowl.
The Jaguars just dominated 3 AFC teams in a row.
Could you
2
imagine
AFC teams in a row.
if the Packers go to the Super Bowl and their opponent's the Jags?
My pick right now, with the current field, my pick would be the Rams versus Buffalo.
But I just have to say, Jack, that would be the bluest sky thing ever.
I mean,
the Packers make the Super Bowl and they're playing Trevor Lawrence and the
and that
Jacksonville
would be
Jaguars.
Insanity.
That would be when like the Patriots are like, oh man, we're stalling out. Is the dynasty going to be able to continue? Can we go to the Super Bowl? And then you get to face Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
This is like the gags. Someone goes the gags. I actually think the Bengals are going to win the AFC North. Is that crazy?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah,
I don't even think it is.
They're 4-8.
They're 2 games back, and they play Baltimore again. Like, did they go into Buffalo and win next week? They then go into Baltimore with a chance at they'll catch one of you.
No,
guys.
I mean, they host Baltimore next, right? Didn't they beat them in Baltimore?
No. They did. I'm sorry, they host.
they host them.
So they go to Buffalo, then they host Baltimore. That's my prediction right now. Is the Bengals win the AFC North?
It'll be Baltimore.
They find some way, but going into Buffalo will be tough. But if they win that one, they're going to win the division.
Baltimore will sweep the Steelers, and it'll be Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yes.
I think that's the safe
The
bet.
Bengals are 3-9, aren't they? 4-8. They stink.
But they're only 2 games back.
That's
It's possible.
It's not like it's a decent amount.
It is possible, though.
It's not possible.
The Bengals do actually, as crazy as it is, they have some chance to win the division.
Yeah, like if
They're not going to because I think it's just too much to ask of this defense, but they have a chance.
Next week, it's like if you guys beat the Ravens, which
We're not going to beat
you
the
probably
Ravens.
won't.
The Ravens will beat us twice and win the division. The Bengals have no chance.
If the Ravens beat Baltimore in their next game, all they need to do, assuming they win out, it was just one more Baltimore loss and they have the tiebreaker. Like, it's there.
The Bengals will win out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Burrow
if the
is
Bengals, I mean, 3 of their games should be wins against the Dolphins, Cardinals, and Browns.
Yes,
And then it's just beat the Bills, beat the Ravens.
Yeah, I
The
think
Bengals won't beat the Bills.
I think it's there. Yeah, that's the one. That's
They're not
the
going
one.
to win in Buffalo.
That's the one. If they win next week, now we're officially on like Bengals.
This is
watch.
ridiculous.
But hold on, we can't sit back here and act. I know they just beat up your Steelers, but act like this Buffalo team is unbeatable. They lost 30-13 to Miami.
No, they're not.
Well,
gonna lose.
hold on a
Miami
second.
suck
Hold
face.
on a second.
They
Ziggy.
won't lose at home.
Unnecessary shot to producer Zach. I think the Dolphins right
No,
here.
producer Zach will agree with me.
Yeah, no, they
producer
should.
Zach
Yeah.
is losing to the Dolphins 30-13, a
That's bad.
humiliating loss.
That's bad.
Dude, the Dolphins
They're
are
not
hot.
going to lose at home to the Bengals.
We are hot, and I don't know why we're hot, but we shouldn't be hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait, haven't the Dolphins won their last 3 in a row?
The Dolphins have
have.
won 4 or 5.
Since
The
firing
Dolphins
our
are. I
GM,
mean, the Dolphins are the best team on the show.
You know, maybe
I think by
the
a
GM
mile.
was holding the team back. Maybe the Dolphins were right.
he might have been.
You don't play Buffalo again, do you? I was gonna say I was just trying to find some
Yeah.
world where the Dolphins at 5-7 could make their way into the playoffs.
That's
here.
unreal that we are 5-7.
You know what?
That's
If the
unreal.
Dolphins win out, they have a decent chance of making the playoffs.
I mean, Dolphins are
What's
at
the percentage? Is there a percentage, Ziggy?
We're in the hunt.
I can check.
Dolphins are at the Steelers soon. Monday Night Football.
We were in the hunt at 4-7. That's how bad the AFC is.
The AFC is weird. It's a very, very strange. Where are we in tankathon? Oh my God, we're at 11 still. Even when we suck, like we still wind up picking out of the top 10.
Where are the Steelers? Where are you picking right now?
Oh, you guys are worse. You're 14.
Yeah, that's just.
It's-
I mean, that's
yeah, it's just a
egregious.
disaster. I mean, let's look at the show. The 10th pick to the Vikings, 12th pick to the Dolphins, and 14th to the Steelers. That's like hell on earth.
That's 3 of the worst picks. in the
Yeah,
draft.
it's
is.
like
It
you
really
just it's as bad as it can get.
yeah.
It's like giving you a little taste. Like you're gonna get one of the best players in the top 10. Nope.
But he's gonna be stolen.
Yeah.
He's gonna be stolen by like Arizona right before you want your guy, or the Jets. You know, it's just a.
At least you're not the Falcons, who don't have a first-round pick and just lost to the New York Jets.
And this is where I'm gonna lose my mind, Ziggy. Is that our next 3 games are the Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants? Like we're gonna go 2 and 3.
Every team is shit.
But you.
But no, I don't know if we're gonna go with this offense. Can we beat anybody?
Actually, the Falcons are the worst team in the NFL. I think.
Oh, they own us. they
Oh,
kicked our
that's
ass.
right. They killed you.
I don't even know
there is
where to go,
legitimately-
man.
If the Vikings offense does not improve substantially, there is a chance we lose our next 5 games.
Oh, we can.
Like
Ziggy,
if
Ziggy.
Jackson Dart's playing for the Giants, are you taking us to win?
No.
Well, we'd do it just we'd be picking like 6 and then we'd win to put ourselves back to 12th. Like that's the only way.
Oh, you mean the best pick in the draft, number 12?
Is 12 the best pick?
I thought it was 33.
No, 11's the best pick in the draft.
I just can't even do it anymore with this. Like this is nonsensical
No.
right now.
33 is better than 32.
Oh, that's
Well, yeah, but
right.
That's just
right.
obvious.
Yes.
Do you guys like?
Wait, real quick. Have you heard the Bears' new like saying "good, better, best"?
Yeah, it was like the high school, right? It was Ben Johnson's high school. Or
Yeah,
something?
whatever it is the greatest saying I've ever heard.
What is it actually? Do we know?
It's like the good get better, the better get best, or something. Something
The
crazy
good
like
get
that.
better, the better become the best. Something like that.
Yeah, whatever it is an amazing saying. And he took his shirt off to saying it, made it even better.
Ziggy, do you have it?
How do you look shirtless? Good?
Where it came from?
Oh, wait, I saw you typing, and all of a sudden I was like,
I was wondering if you were asking where it came from.
I'm gonna go like good, better, best.
Because it
Let's
came
see.
from Richard Bell.
The chant. Johnson has a tradition of going.
Are you reading the AI summary?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Paul, it came from Richard Bell, who was a college coach he was asked to do it by the dean of the FCA back in North Carolina in the early 90s.
What is the actual saying? Like, what is he yelling? When the good.
Good, better, best, never let it rest till your good gets better and your better gets best.
Oh, I love that.
I always thought the best one was actually the Drew Brees, the Drew Brees locker room. Hold on, I want to pull that up. Drew Brees. It was like at the end it's win, 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 win. Hold on, let me do it.
Here we go. Somebody typed in chat. Good get better. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. That's so good.
Yeah, the Breeze one was they count up to 10 and it's 1, 2, win for you, 3, 4, win some more, 5, 6, win for kicks, 7, 8, win. It's great. 9, 10, win
children?
again. What?
Are we children?
But at the end it's win again, win again, win. And I just thought that was great. I mean,
How many Super Bowls do you have, producer Zach?
2.
well, if he beat us, Ziggy.
Now, he doesn't have any Super Bowls. Drew Brees has a Super Bowl. You can't make fun of Drew Brees.
We have an undefeated season.
No,
too.
Zach has 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
No, Zach has
And an
nothing.
undefeated season.
No, Zach's part of the Dolphins.
Man, are the Panthers? You know the Panthers here, guys. There's 4 games left for the Panthers. I guess they have a bye next week.
The Bucks aren't going to make the playoffs.
Well, it's right there for Carolina. They have at
the
New
Panthers
Orleans.
are going to win both their games against the Bucks, bounce the Bucks from the playoffs, and win the NFC South.
You know what
I've
else?
decided.
You know what would be the worst thing for this show is if the Panthers get the 4 and the Packers get the 5 and the Panthers not come out of the playoffs.
If Green Bay goes to Carolina for the playoffs,
Oh, they have no
wouldn't
chance.
that be like just the craziest angle ever?
The Packers have no chance. The Panthers will win that game. The Packers need some home field advantage.
Carolina, I think Carolina's going to end up being right outside of the playoffs. I think they're going to fall short. I don't see them. Maybe they split with Tampa, but they have at New Orleans. They got Tampa both games home and away, and then they host Seattle. I have to imagine that Tampa will at least split and be able to hold on. And the rest of the Bucs schedule isn't that tough. But if the Panthers find a way to beat Tampa Bay twice, they're probably going to they will go to the playoffs because they'll beat the Saints. So if that happens and we're sitting here with like the Bears as the 1 seed and the Panthers winning the division, I'm gonna just be dumbfounded.
I mean, I think the Panthers right now will kick the crap out of us.
Bless you.
I think the
Ziggy.
Panthers
Bless
would kill
you.
us right now.
No, they're playing well. Like Bryce is weird because he'll go from having these. Today he was 15 for 20 for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, and then like a week ago against San Francisco, he's 169 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks, and you're like, this guy's horrendous. He's throwing these interceptions on the 5-yard line, and Bryce Young. I guess right now, if you're a Panther fan, you got to be happy, right, with what he's giving you.
Keep pounding.
I mean, you have to be way happier than you were last year and the year before, right? Like Bryce Young is playing well. Like he was a major part of why they beat the Rams this week.
Oh, 100%. And he was awesome against the Falcons 2 weeks before that when he threw for 450 yards.
And Panther defense, too, forcing a couple turnovers today.
And that defense
well.
that defense has been playing well. And to get that turnover at that moment against Stafford, who's been the MVP of the league this year.
Keep pounding, Ziggy.
Like they had the pick 6 as well. That defense has been problematic. They showed up against Green Bay.
You know what? I'm going to say Panthers-Broncos Super Bowl. Rematch of when was that?
2012?
12.
Panthers
That could happen.
I'm going to say Panthers-Broncos.
Unlikely, though. Unlikely.
The
and
Broncos,
Dallas is there, too. Like, Dallas
they could win a playoff game,
Dallas
yeah.
looks good.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if this is the year the Cowboys break through the NFC Championship game after all the crap they've gotten from everyone?
I mean, they could. Their offense is great.
Wait, who? Dallas?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys, yeah.
But NFC is hard. I mean,
Their
NFC
defense stepped up big time against Kansas City and against the Eagles.
Yeah, no, they've been really good.
Like a lights out defensive performance, but the defense went from worst in the NFL to passable.
Dallas is. If you look at every team in the NFC right now, Dallas, if you're power ranking them on how they're playing at this point in time, you could feasibly put the Cowboys in the top 3.
George Pickens has more receiving yards than the whole Steelers receivers combined.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You were the one who said you came out like
Pickens is awesome. Yeah, like I knew the whole way the entire time.
And Dak is having seriously an MVP caliber kind of season where we'll see if they wind up making the playoffs or not.
That's my quarterback.
That's your quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
That's your quarterback. Who's the MVP right now? Who's even the MVP? It's still Stafford. I have to assume. Or Myles Garrett.
I mean, I think Drake May is going to win it.
Oh yeah. Mays.
Right, like Stafford. Drake May is now same odds as Stafford.
Super Stafford.
That would just continue the Viking misery chart, where like the guy we wanted, not only does our guy suck, but the guy we want is like winning MVPs
in his second year in the league.
I think I still give it to Stafford as of right now.
Right now, I would too. But if New England's the one,
it's a narrative-driven award, right? Like if the Rams don't get the 1 seed and the Patriots do.
Especially after the Pats were 5-12 last year. Also,
Jack, I'm going to ask you this because you're not affiliated with an NFC North team like Ziggy or I, and the producer's actually.
I'm a Packer fan.
Oh, okay. Well, then this is gonna. I was gonna say if you could pick who you root for in the NFC North for the next 5 years, who would you pick? If you could join an allegiance.
The Packers.
Is it even closer?
No.
No.
I'm a Lions.
You're a Lions guy.
I like Dan Campbell. I'm all about
Is there any thought about the Bears? Like, are the Bears even in your thought process?
No, because after this year, this is like the Trubisky year.
Trubisky
had that 1 year good year.
I have to say emphatically, this is not like the Trubisky.
Here comes Ziggy now. This is what he's been doing all year, by the way. This is what Ziggy's been doing all year.
I still think Jordan Love's better than Caleb.
Wait. I just want to point out before we continue on with this.
On our show the last show that I'm getting so much hate for, I said it wasn't like 2018.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, this is what's about to happen here. Is I had my whole take on the Bears and how their situation right now. Ziggy's about to double down on what I said, but just say something a little further and make the Bears take his. Same way he did with Gibbs. The same way he did with the Chiefs. Go ahead, Ziggy. So next 5 years, who would you actually?
That's what Ziggy does.
Oh, Green Bay.
Oh, Green Bay. Yeah.
Everyone in every single person on the channel knows I'm saying Green Bay.
And that's not even like close to me.
Yeah, but so the Bears get no real
I
consideration.
mean, I think Green Bay is just, if you're a Bears fan, you're hoping that you can turn into Green Bay in a year or two.
I mean, the
Right?
next,
Like Green Bay's got the more established quarterback. They've got the better defense. They've got, broadly speaking, the better offense. Like, I like the Bears' offensive line more. I probably like their head coach more, but the Packers are just a step ahead of the Bears, which doesn't mean that the Bears can't win this year. But they have consistency, and the Bears don't.
the next
That's
5
fair, and that's
years, I'd rather have Jordan Love than Caleb Williams.
And yeah, that's fair. And I actually think Zach is not wrong at all for going with the Lions. I mean, they have a great system in place, right? Probably best GM in the division in Brad Holmes, and Goff is still very good. You got Gibbs, Amon-Ra, they're young. Hutchinson, great foundational piece. I will say this about Chicago, though. We are seeing a lot of people talk about this being an outlier season for them. And maybe,
I don't think it is.
Maybe it will be record-wise for right now. Like if they wind up winning 12, 13 games, which I don't think, I don't think they're going to end up. I think it's probably going to be like 11. 11 would be 11-5.
That'd be going 2
Or
and 3 over
11-6.
the
It'd
next
be
5.
11-6. So let's say they win 11 or 12 games, right? Maybe next year they go back down to closer to 10. But I think that the team's going to continue to get better. I think that they're like, this might be the lowest the Bears are in terms of their actual product on the field and the quality of it. Like the schedule right now, and they're winning a lot of close games. Usually that evens out. But the Trubisky year, you had the just insane defense, and the offense clearly was not as good as this year's offense is. And I don't think, Eberflus had his moments where you're like, wow, that was really creative. That was Nagy, right? Nagy had his moments where you were like, wow, that was really creative and fun. But this offense feels a lot more explosive and a lot more talented. I think they're going to continue to get better. And if anyone said the Bears as their answer, this is the first time all year where I think you can look at that person and be like, yeah, okay. Like, I get it.
There's one team you cannot under any circumstances justify picking.
What team is that?
Yeah, I mean, we actually didn't even mention the Vikings.
Like, there's not even a. You get locked up if you said the Minnesota Vikings. People would say, "What's wrong with you?"
How about
three perfectly good options here?
AFC North next 5 years.
AFC North.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
I think I'd go the Bengals still, but
Joe Burrow's going to keep getting hurt.
God, yeah, I guess he will. But
I think I'd actually probably go the Bengals.
I think I'd go Bengals. I like Burrow more than Lamar straight up. And Lamar, that's not shade on Lamar. If Burrow's the number 1 or 2 quarterback in the league, I think Lamar's 3 or 4. But
who's worse, Steelers or Browns?
Oh, the Browns. The Browns. They'll find a way to screw it
They're a
up.
dark cloud franchise.
By the way, if you're enjoying this discussion, if you're enjoying this video, we got a lot of new people in here.
Time
Feel
to
free to
sell
click
out.
that like button, leave a comment. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. You have a chance to hear this, one of our first 29,000 subscribers. You can get in there right before 30. That can be you right now. All you have to do is click that subscribe button, and you'll get plenty more Vikings misery, Steelers misery, Dolphins misery, Green Bay and Bears joy, Lions joy. You can have anything you want. It's going to happen.
And every click counts. We appreciate every click.
Someone goes, does anyone actually plan on watching Broncos Commanders?
No.
That has not crossed my radar for tonight.
I'm gonna go home and watch Netflix.
Yeah, I'm going to put on a
I'm
Christmas movie or
embarrassed to
something.
admit this because it's sort of my job. I didn't know that game was on because I just looked at Sunday night and so that's a terrible game. Whereas Monday night is a very interesting game.
Well, the Patriots
Giants
play.
Patriots is going to be thrilling.
It is.
They
It's
had
a terrible slate.
They
this week.
totally nailed, though, the Thanksgiving slate. Thanksgiving and Black Friday the games were awesome.
All the good games were on Thanksgiving. That was the problem.
But they were great games.
They were
It was
great
really
games.
fun. It was really fun to watch. And having a Cowboy. Oh, we should say this briefly before we get to the super chat. And I guess we'll get into it more with our power rankings later in the week. But the panic meter in Kansas City is all the way up.
Don't worry, it'll be in Paul's top 10.
No, they're not in my top 10 anymore.
Paul will
They're
be in the
not
top
in my top 10.
They're probably in my top 5.
It's been all the way up since we. They stink.
I am game on the line. I still in the back of my mind want to be like, yeah, I trust the Chiefs, but I can't anymore. Like, you just can't.
Like, I mean, they should also be like the Colts are blowing them out the whole game. They should be 5 and 7.
I've been sympathetic to them the entire season, and I've been looking at the history they've had, which I actually think they've earned the right to get the benefit of the doubt in these situations. But this season, when they're what are they in 1-score games? Like 1-6 or something? Have they won a 1-score game yet? Like they're terrible in one-score games. They're not converting the plays that they did at the end of games they did last season. They just have not been the same team at all. And Mahomes, I think Mahomes is still having some magical moments, but at 6-6, they're not winning the division. It's going to be tough. I mean, they don't have the tiebreaker over the Bills. They don't have the tiebreaker over Jacksonville if it comes down to it. They will have it over the Colts if the Colts completely flop here. But, I mean, the Chiefs have their work cut out for them. If they find a way in, I'm not going to pretend that I won't really believe in them to make a run.
If the Chiefs find their way in as the 7 seed,
they're dangerous.
And they're playing the Pats as the 2, the Chiefs are probably favored, right?
It would probably be Chiefs at Broncos if they are the 7 seed.
Who do you think's favored in that game?
Or if Chiefs go to Jacksonville, I think the Chiefs are probably favored in that game. If it's 6-3, right? If they get up there. But the work's cut out for them just to get in right now.
So you're saying things are changing for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Things are changing?
Yeah, speaking of things that are changing, Paul, where's our green logo?
Oh, I'm gonna work on the green logo. Don't worry. The green logo. I know. I made
the green logo, Paul.
You would like that. I'm
fire
sure.
Paul in the chat. Where's the green logo?
While I haven't got the green logo up, I've been suffering through this helmet on the damn desk for the week. I'm trying to make amends here with it. So, yeah, don't worry. Did you put Fireball? Who put Fireball in there?
Oh, we're getting a Fireball go in the chat straight up.
That's right.
Bring on the green logo.
Okay. Why don't we hit the super chat and then we'll call it here. Let me just pull them up. And thanks again, everyone, for we've had over 1,700 people.
Thank you for reading the super chats, Paul. Because usually that falls to me. It's nice to have someone else.
It's nice to have someone who can read. Yeah, it's nice to have someone who can read.
That's insane that you just said that.
Let me just pull this up here.
Who's a better reader, me or Ziggy?
I have to go with Ziggy.
You think Ziggy?
Well, last book you read, you said was what? Goodnight Moon?
Magic Tree. No, what were those?
You started Tom Sawyer. 3 pages of Tom Sawyer.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I read that. What were those good books in first grade?
Henry and Mudge.
I think it's the Magic Tree.
I like Henry and Mudge.
Yeah,
Magic Tree House was fun.
I think it was the Magic Tree House.
I had 20 of the Magic Tree House.
Yeah, that was the last
good.
book that I read.
Those were awesome. Okay. I forgot how much I enjoy reading. I really need to read more.
I'm a movie guy.
I'm just saying, Fire Paul is blowing up our chat right now.
They don't believe that.
Where's the green logo?
They don't believe that. Well, maybe they do. There are a lot of Fireballs in there. Y'all trash from Delody Dynamite. Dolo Dynamite?
People love to give me all sorts of crap.
I'm the real guy.
If I was off this show, they'd be miserable.
From Jake Adams, he goes, can't believe I'm saying this, but as a Packers fan, I'm sorry for what you guys are going through.
No, he's not.
I know. Real question, Paul.
I think people actually are. And then he goes, now for the real question, yeah, I'm going to be pissed off at this. Does this convince Ziggy to reveal his colors as a Green Bay Packer fan?
Look, I think this should convince you I'm not a Packers fan.
He already has.
If I were really a Packers fan, do you think I would still be doing this? Do you think I'd still be watching the Minnesota Vikings and feeling like this if they lost? Folks, if this isn't proof I'm a Vikings fan, I don't know what is.
Ziggy, could you put out a poll, fire Paul, or just keep Paul?
Yeah, sure.
I think it'll be 100-0 from me, Fire Jack.
We'll see. We'll throw out some polls here while we read these. Sideless says, yes, because even though the Lions were awful for 60 years and have never been to a Super Bowl, according to the NFL, they still have 4 more championships than the Vikings. Yeah, I mean, look, we could go back to the annals of history. And
champions just mean nothing. We all know that.
Yeah, we could go back to pre-Super Bowl stuff. I don't know. I don't care. I don't mind the Lions being successful right now, but it will be tough. If they win the Super Bowl, I'll be furious. If the Bears or Lions win the Super Bowl or if one of the North teams win, I will be very upset. The Packers winning is actually almost easier to digest than the other two because it's they're used to success, but that would still suck. I forgot how much I actually disliked Green Bay until I had 60,000 Packer fans screaming behind my ear, skull home, and
which doesn't even make sense, by the way.
It doesn't make sense, but I was man, I actually forgot how much this blows.
Sounds like go.
Well, I had forgotten
go home.
The days of the Vikings going in and getting their asses kicked by the Packers had kind of for some reason faded from my memory with us having been fairly successful against them for the past few years, and I just was having flashbacks oh god, this is what my life has been. before that, before like Darnold won there, and Kirk was decent in Green Bay. Oh God, it's horrible. What are you doing, Zach?
What is Zach doing?
You're all right on it? You're like, Zach's on the ground rubbing his leg.
Okay, I remember why I read the super chat.
Austin Clay, I know Minnesota has a QB problem, but I've been saying this for a while. It's time to address the running back position. At one point, the Vikings had 11 total rushing yards. Yeah, Austin,
But that's not
preach,
because
brother.
our running backs are bad, to be clear. It's because we cannot throw the ball.
No. He's right, though. He's absolutely right. We need... everyone says they want Gibbs now because that's an example of, a team hitting on a first-round running back who's just unbelievably explosive. We need more... We do need more speed out of the backfield. Like, Aaron's old, and I like Aaron, but Aaron's old and injury-prone, and Jordan Mason is a solid running back. But you need a guy who can take the top off of defense and be a home run threat. And we just haven't had that for a long time. Silas again says, Vikings are so cursed the Lions will someday beat them in the NFC title game to make their first, like so many other teams before.
It's going to be a long time.
Well, that game would be the Vikings-Lions in the NFC Championship
20
game.
years down the road.
Something would go horrible. Like, that's like the nuclear bomb goes off and no one would win that. Double Doc, welcome to the PFS Army. Thank you for joining.
Bro, it's Triple Doc, partner in crime.
Matthew McGillivray says, I completely botched that. But, Minnesota figured out how to make McCarthy look good. Just play Brosmer. Yeah, JJ did feel good. Oh man, this is bad. I know I need to be careful with
All
these.
right, get it out. You got it.
and Antonio R. That's what it has to be. Antonio R. Justin Jefferson Hall of Fame career is being threatened. I don't think that's the case, but it absolutely.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
Jefferson?
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh
See?
yeah, Jefferson.
We're going to ignore that and say, I'll tell you what's being threatened. His status as a Vikings lifer.
Jefferson Jack is his career 1,400 yards, 1,600, 1,800, 1,100, 1,500 in 5 years. I mean,
he belongs in the Hall of Really Good.
Oh, all right, enough of this.
Metcalf belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Jake says again, just want to say I'm so happy the Panthers upset the Rams. Everyone had been saying the Packers let a bad team like the Panthers beat them, yet a Super Bowl contender lost to them.
The Panthers are amazing.
The Panthers are showing a lot of people up right now.
Backtrack on that.
I still think that was a bad loss for Green Bay. Like, I'm not going to take that back no matter what the Panthers do. You completely outplayed them. Bryce was bad the whole day. That's a game the Packers need to win. You can look back on it if the Panthers make the playoffs and go like, yeah, it's a playoff team that we lost to, but that was still a bad loss in my book, given the way it unfolded. McBeaster, great name, is rolling with JJ over Darnold the worst personnel decision in Vikings history. Yeah. Ziggy, that or what's his face?
That's what prompted the poll.
Do you think it is?
No, it's not. I still think the Deshaun Watson trade was worse.
Panthers going to win the Super
No,
Bowl.
in Vikings history. In
Vikings history. No, I mean, it's... No, because we can use our draft picks to recover.
Yeah.
The Herschel Walker thing, we didn't have any draft picks to recover from it. That was the problem.
Hey, from Mike. Hey, guys, if y'all finish with a top 10 pick, do you think they draft a QB? And I wouldn't be surprised if Jefferson asked out in the offseason after this year. He looks just done on the sidelines. Good Lord.
He does just look done.
He does look miserable. Justin Jefferson looks as miserable as I've seen a person without actually saying I'm miserable. Like, you can make a case right now. I actually believe you can make a case that Justin Jefferson is more miserable than AJ Brown. He's just a more composed human being than AJ Brown.
I mean, there's no one who can get him. I don't blame
like
him.
AJ is at least lashing out, and he's just like AJ doesn't care anymore. He's coming out and he's like, screw this, screw that, screw you, and I mean, this week, he had 2 touchdowns, 130 yards. Like,
I think it's a matter of time before Justin Jefferson.
At least
lashes
Myles
out,
Garrett is writing his name into the record books.
Yeah, no, Myles Garrett and Max Crosby, they're guys who, they go out there and they're just used to it at this point. They're like, whatever, I'm just going to play great. Justin's had success early in his career, and now he's just not even getting the ball. Like, it feels like he's boiling.
It's still in his prime years.
I don't think he's going to explode, but you can every time you turn to him, like, you can see like the temperature's going up in his head. And I wouldn't be surprised if it finishes out like this. I don't think he's going to ask out, but it wouldn't surprise me. And I really hope that's not the case.
What if he asks you out? You should say yes.
Ask me out?
Yeah. What if he asks you out?
I would say yes, just to have the dinner. Assuming it's a dinner, right? Like,
Yes,
Or paint, like, what are we going to go to a movie or something? Like, I'd go on the date with Justin Jefferson, but I'd make it very clear it was a platonic thing. Like,
just like meet a fan.
And maybe that would disappoint him, but I would actually.
Somehow I don't think it would disappoint him, Paul. I think he'd be relieved.
And I don't think we're going to draft a QB in the top 10. I think we're going to go after one of those guys like Kyler, like Mac Jones. We threw out Tua before. I think we're going to go for a veteran to bring in and try and compete with JJ in camp because we're still probably viewing ourselves as a win now team. Butt Pounder. When are you guys swapping JJ for 3 paper clips, some used gum, and 2 pounds of separated staples? Or is that too high of an asking price? Okay. All right. All right.
At least like a fresh pack of gum.
Anthony Berry. Must feel good to be Sam. I think KOC is the concussion, not JJ. WTF. Vagabond, how would y'all feel if Jettis came to Green Bay like a reverse Favre?
No, don't
if Jefferson went to Green Bay, I would
What about Chicago?
Destroy some things.
Now, any team would be bad if he goes to another NFC North team.
If Jefferson went to,
I could actually see him in Chicago.
I can't even think about it.
We won't do that. I refuse to believe we'll do that.
I
don't know. You might.
I actually can't even think about that. I would be so. Bearded Brando. Love the show. Who wins, Green Bay or Chicago?
Green Bay. Chicago will not win that game in Green Bay.
I don't think
they split.
Yeah, I don't think Chicago will win. I think Chicago can though.
Oh, is it who wins the North or wins next week?
No, who wins next week?
The Pats.
I think that I'll pick.
Both are going to win at home. That's my prediction.
That would be my pick as well, but it wouldn't shock me if Chicago went in there and won. Actually,
I think the Packers sweep them.
I mean, they've been running the ball unbelievably well. Trevor, when will we see the neon green logo? I will get that for next week.
Fire Paul.
McBeaster, Paul, who do you love? What do you love besides football? Like, what do I love? Like
Justin Jefferson.
Like, besides football, like what do I enjoy doing? I mean, I guess like some of my other, I would say, interests. You could say, I love Godzilla. I think Godzilla is awesome. That's a nerdy thing about me. I definitely
interested in Godzilla.
I mean, if you're saying like,
what are some hobbies? You know, you like to go for a hike.
Oh, I like to play the guitar. I play the
okay.
guitar. I think guitar is fun. I mean, I do a ton of producing of football content. I enjoy the Marvel and Star Wars side. I'm a pretty nerdy dude. Like, I'm a pretty nerdy guy.
I might be the least nerdy person on this show.
But I would say playing the guitar is one thing that I enjoy, and I'm trying to.
Nice, that goes to me.
Nerdy.
The least nerdy on the show.
I enjoy. I was enjoying playing like basketball this spring a lot again, getting back into that. Jack and I used to play a lot when we were kids and hadn't played in a while. I'd like to get into a league again, but Jack always joins leagues that are just guys are just too good, and like because Jack's younger brother is really good. And his friends are, and we play on their team. And Jack and I just like, we're not there anymore. If we ever, we were never there. And
I had an okay season last year, actually. I scored a few buckets.
Like, I want to play against just regular dudes to go out there and play some pickup basketball. Like, I think that's all I'm asking for. I don't want people like we got windmill dunked on from someone. I was like,
I played football.
I can't do that.
I played football Thursday for the first time in 5 years.
But yeah, I like guitar. I enjoy playing basketball. I'm a pretty simple guy. I like hanging out with
Thank you for asking us something other than the Minnesota Vikings.
Hang out with friends. I love going out to eat. I think going out to eat is very fun.
I love being out to eat.
It's not a hobby.
It's not a hobby, but
No,
like
it's
something I
something you
like to do. Like I like to go out and hang out with my friends.
Going out to eat is very fun. Grab a beer.
Yeah, maybe I need to get some more hobbies. Like
I don't know what my hobbies.
I travel a good amount. I got
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Jack's a jiu-jitsu guy. Jack's a reader, a thinker. He's a ponderer. No, I do travel a lot actually. Okay.
I'm actually a good fisherman. I'm a master baiter, so to say.
Sorry. All right. Kayla, Bears fan here. Keep your head up, Vikes. You'll get a QB. I appreciate it, Kayla, but it's taken.
When does that ever happen?
It hasn't happened. Chris Lamb, Ziggy, it's not too late to become a Packers fan. No, wait, I lost it. We welcome you with open arms. It's nice here. Stop torturing yourself. It's sick. Yeah.
Well, Ziggy's already there.
Fitz drinks beer. Does Quasey survive? Yeah, Quasey will be fine this year. Quasar. Hey, Paul, how are we feeling about the Panthers now? I mean, I still don't really believe in Carolina, but I have to acknowledge that they're capable of winning against good teams.
Packers fans like, lost the Panthers by 3. That's a good loss.
I still think it's a bad loss for the Packers, but the Panthers are clearly slightly above average. Midwest Mountain Man. Paul, every decade has seen the Vikings make an NFC Championship game. 4 seasons remain in this decade. So what's the realistic path for that to happen?
MQ.
So we had 98, then we went 09, then we went 17. I mean, it's usually pretty late. So, between 2027 and 2020. Well, I guess that's 3 years, but it's usually at the end of the decade. So I'm going to go 2028 will be the year. Chris Schwint, welcome to the PFS Army. Thank you for joining. John Burnett just donates 99 cents with a thumbs up. Someone gave it that a thumbs up. Justin Rodriguez, think Toyotathon Love can win MVP. He's 3rd right now. Oh my God, I actually didn't.
Is he 3rd?
No, it's Jordan Love. If the Packers, whoever wins the 1 seed in the NFC, I think if it's the Rams or if it's Stafford or Love, we'll get the MVP.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know. Remember a couple of years ago when it was like Purdy and then Tua, and then they finally woke up and everyone's like, "Oh, Lamar deserves this." But at the end of the year, the end of the year, it's almost like college football, like the MVP race, where people are so reactionary. Like, oh yeah, obviously the MVP should go to him, and you're like, well, you forget the whole body of work.
I mean, I think Stafford has been decently better than.
But
Love
if the
for most
Packers
of the
win
year.
out from here and Love throws for if he does anything like close to the year he had in 23,
Yeah, I'm sure Stafford's gonna finish with a good season too. Like he's not gonna.
But if they win if the Packers win the 1 seed,
What if the Rams?
It's possible.
If the Rams are the 2, I think that matters.
Malik Willis is your best option from Rick Harris. No, I can't. They
He's
don't
better than what we have though.
probably, but I just don't think he's the best option. Dane says, yeah, it is Dane. Dane says, if you really dive into it, Sean McVay's coaching tree is underratedly rotten, and KOC is endangered to be added to that list. I don't think
that's true. Actually, you have to keep in mind McVay's young, but like his coaching tree right now is Zach Taylor, sort of Matt LaFleur, Brandon Staley, and Kevin O'Connell.
One of the
That's not great, but that's not terrible either.
No, and LaFleur's consistently competitive. Taylor's been to a Super Bowl. O'Connell, I know that people were talking about KOC being I saw a tweet about him being a bad coach, and it's like he's won 13 and 14 games in 2 of his years, and his quarterbacks are always hurt. I think he's okay for now. TS148610 says, Ziggy, come to the light side. Hate seeing you like this. At least people are happy.
You guys are relentless, man.
At least people are happy to or trying to make you happier. Kipperoni says, tough year, guys. Would rather see y'all up than the Bears, and the Steelers let me down too. Rough night. Yeah, brutal night in the history of the show. And last one from Trevor. Jack, did our conversation about the history of Green Bay sway you in choosing the Packers for the next 5 years?
Oh, Trevor. Trevor's great. I was talking to Trevor. Yeah, it played a big role actually. I was very knowledgeable. He gave me like a whole history of that was fun. But yeah, that played a big role.
So
I'm a
I have
Packer
one
guy.
question for you about the MVP thing, and then we can go.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up.
So right now, the Cleveland Browns. How many wins do the Browns have? They have 3. They're 3-9.
Sure.
What record would they have to have from Myles Garrett to be in the MVP conversation?
The record is irrelevant. If he gets like 30 sacks, he'll be in the...
He is on pace to get close to 30 sacks.
Yeah, I think he has to be an MVP finalist. If Garrett winds up with like 27 or 28 sacks...
Like
25.
Myles Garrett has 19 sacks, and what? Since in his last 5 games, he's had 14.
Hold on. Well, Ziggy,
He wants 25.
what do you think the Steelers' record is without Chris Boswell? 2-10?
It's probably pretty similar.
I don't think so.
Where's the... I'm trying to look at the tackles for loss as well, because isn't he dominating that as well?
Myles Garrett wants 25. Do you guys see it written on his wrist today?
I think Boswell should win the MVP.
I 100% think that Myles Garrett should be in the MVP conversation.
It's only because of their record that he's not at all.
What
But
about-
like,
Yeah, he
what
is-
record do you think they'd need to have in order for him to be? As you say, he has 26 tackles for loss. The next is Max Crosby of 19.
Yeah, and I think isn't he like closing in on... Isn't he going to smash that record too?
Maybe like 7 and 10.
Probably. The record is 27.
Yeah, so he's going to smash that record.
He has 3 forced fumbles too.
He's been great. He's just been unbelievable. Wait, is it? I'm seeing here that JJ Watt had 39 tackles for loss in 2012. Is that actually it? Jeez. Man, JJ Watt.
Yeah, you're right. That's I was thinking of one of his later years.
I mean,
I was
still-
only counting the 2014 year. You're right. The 2012 23 or the 2012 year was just
He could still
ridiculous.
get to that. I mean, yeah, 18 sacks right now and 26 tackles for. That's not even including today's game.
What up, Boswell?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm serious.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Appreciate it.
Why,
One more time.
Why not? If we go to the playoffs, it's on his foot.
One more time. We have we crossed 28,000 subscribers, so thanks everyone very much for that.
29, here we come.
29, here we come. So if you're enjoying
and
the
big shout out
content,
to all the bots spamming our channel. That's when you know you made it. Is when all night there's just view bots coming in.
yeah, and if you're still watching and enjoying it, please remember to hit the like button, comment, let us know what you're thinking about. Let us know who you think is going to the Super Bowl right now, because it's all over the place. And then if you could hit subscribe and help us out as we're chasing down 30K, hopefully we can hit that by the end of the season. That would be a really fun number for us to cross. So all right, we'll wrap it up there. Jack, Ziggy, Zach, nice job.
Thanks,
And
Paul.
shout out John Burnett with a couple more 99-cent donations. Appreciate that very much. And we'll see you guys. We'll probably see you for the Andy show. I don't know what the schedule's going to be this week, but we'll be back this week with a lot more content. So thanks everyone.